Alright, so hi y'all, it's Tiffany. Okay, so I just got home from dialysis. If I look like crap, that's why. But I do want to speak on this. And I'm going to try to keep it brief because I'm not feeling really good at all. And I still need to try to order something from DoorDash. Um, we all know the current situation that I've been dealing with that person who's hung up on Taj Jackson. Right? So it has come to my attention that she has been going around telling people that I am her friend and that I am like in support and believe her and all of that. And that is not true. Let's keep it 100, all right? That's not true. My stance in all of this has not changed a bit. I still believe what I've been saying, that she has been a nuisance, not only to Taj Jackson and his family, but the fan base as a whole. And the reason why she believes that I am her quote-unquote friend is because she has been getting, her accounts keep getting suspended, all of her accounts keep getting disbanded, thrown away, and everything, and she keeps making new profiles. And a profile popped up yesterday. Same name, same face, same person. Talking about this alleged fraud report that she allegedly filed that is supposed to, I guess, absolve her of this whole thing about her calling the school. Like, she is really focused on whether or not the elementary school Taj's children attend has been called or not. Like, she is really adamant on that point and like completely neglecting all the rest of the other shit in the background that has to do with everything, the sum total of everything. So I said I felt fruity yesterday. The friend request came in. I clicked on it and said add, and I went into the messages and said, okay, show me this document. And I have the screen captures to back it up like I always have had. I said, show me the stuff. Show me the stuff. I mean, that's all you have to do. Take a picture of it, send it through cyberspace, and here it is for Tiffany to look at. Still have not gotten that. Now, I've gotten 2 or 3 different stories. One story was, I need to get $3 and have it emailed to me. And then, the story changed yet again. And third time's the charm, I suppose. She said that the officer Soto, that's the name she gave me, that's the name that's in the comments, not in the comments, but in the text message she sent me, saying that was the school police officer. The school police officer. You mean the flashlight cop that walks around and who can do absolutely, basically nothing should a real threat show up at the schoolhouse. These are the ones that like failed in Uvalde, where the kids were, getting sent on to God, and these people just cowered in the hallways and didn't do shit. That's basically what that is. This is just somebody who's a cop in spirit, basically. Somebody in a costume with a flashlight. So, we didn't go to no real police here. Like, I know the difference between, like, if I was to get the police, I get on the wire, I call the police, the little pickup truck that the police drive, I'm in Texas, so of course their little cars are police trucks. Their little truck shows up, and, one of the boys in blue comes, knocks on the door. What can I do for you, ma'am? I went to high school. We had flashlight cops. This is how I know a flashlight cop has no jurisdiction at all. We all remember the story where Tiffany ran off at the mouth and had an alleged bomb threat. Who did my principal call? The flashlight cop. Stood in the parking lot. Tiff, flashlight cop, Mr. Shelton. Fuck you, Mr. Shelton. Mr. Shelton. And explained, this girl has made a threat against my school, blah, blah, blah. Um, Flashlight cop looks at me, looks at Mr. Shelton and says, I have to get the real police. The actual police, the car that, take care of my town. Bring them in. So, the flashlight cop really ain't got shit to do outside of the schoolhouse. You can keep people off the property or whatever, but you really have absolutely no real police jurisdiction. You can't write a ticket, you can't really incarcerate anybody, you can't do anything like that. And you definitely can't really file a report without the real police people getting involved. So, the story that Evangeline is passing around today, now keep in mind, the account that I was conversing with yesterday is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's been suspended. I don't know if she deleted it. It is no longer available. There is another profile with her face and her name and all of that, asking to be my friend again. I'm not dealing with this. But, yet and still, she wants to walk around and tell people that I am suddenly on her side, that I am suddenly, in her cheering section, and that is the most inaccurate statement of all time. That is not true whatsoever, and I'm definitely not ever going to change my stance. Because here's the thing. I have had 2 different people come to me on her behalf, trying to sway my opinion, trying to change my mind, trying to make me believe, oh, she didn't do this, Tiffany. Oh, she didn't, do all of these things that you're saying, and blah, blah. I'm just like, I got proof of this shit. Because it's like, okay, if somebody was to hack my phone right now, I would not keep this phone. I would turn off everything and go buy another phone. Just like when my Instagram got hacked a few years ago. I completely abandoned that Instagram account and have the current one I have now. Why would you stay in the same place if you've been hacked? That's like me living here in my apartment. My apartment gets broken into. Shit gets taken out. People take my shit. I'm not going to stay here because it has been breached. It is not safe. Why would you keep an account that is allegedly not safe? Why would you keep a device that is allegedly not safe? Riddle me that. Answer that for me. Answer those questions for me, y'all. Also, she keeps saying that, this isn't what happened. This isn't what happened. Who the hell do you think I'm going to listen to? You, somebody whom I've never even set eyes on in person, in the flesh, ever? Or Taj, who I know and respect, and who treats me with respect, and who treats my friends with respect, and who is a respectable man from an upstanding, respectable family, and has a nice little respectable family of his own. Like, why would he go out of his way to try to lie to me? For what? Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm just a random kid from Texas. Just a random person in the middle of bumblefuck Texas. And, I like how she was so quick to say, oh, I have Tiffany's backing. Tiffany has me. And it's like, no, you don't. Because, okay. Now, like I said, she had 2 people coming to me trying to change my opinion, which is not changing. Only God himself, if he comes down on a light beam and says, Tiffany, change your mind. That's the only way I'll change my mind, is if God himself comes to me and says, change your mind. I don't see him. I see a cobweb I need to clean off, but I don't see him. I don't see God. And I have never once, since all of this shit blew over and started happening, never once have I ever gotten on this app or any other platform begging people to believe me. Never have I said, go speak to this person on my behalf. I can speak for myself. You can see that and hear me very well. I speak for myself every time, anytime I need to. Tiffany is talking for herself. Why? Because I have a mind and I have a mouth and I can articulate everything that I want to say my way without having to have a secondary mouthpiece. Never once have I ever gotten on this app or any other platform and said, hey, believe me, endorse me, do this, do that. No, I showed up and I was giving you the truth right off the bat. I gave you screenshots. I gave you the videos. I told you what I've been told. Never once did I say, oh, please believe me. Oh, this is, this person is doing this to me. This person is that. This person is this. No. Because I can speak for myself. And I got the shit to back it up. Always have, always will. And, I don't need like a whole cheering section behind me trying to sway the vote and sway, oh, well, maybe Tiffany is right. No, Tiffany is right. Tiffany has been right. And Tiffany always will be right. And Evangeline is spiraling because every time she looks up, she's losing more ground and I'm gaining more ground because I came out truthful from the very beginning. The whole reason I even blew the doors off of this shit to start with was Taj told me this person called my children's school. To me, that is a tremendous breach of etiquette. That is a tremendous social faux pas. You don't mess with somebody's children. You don't do that. Like, I like Michael Jackson. I would have never tried to find what school his kids went to or tried to reach out to him through his kids. No. You don't fuck with the kids. You don't fuck with nobody kids. Whether it's a celebrity or whether it's just a regular Joe Blow somewhere. You don't mess with nobody kids. You don't bother their kids. You don't bother their family. And this is the problem with celebrity right now. Is that people see these, these notable people, these famous people, and just because you see them on TV or you see them on magazines, you think you know them, and you think you should have unlimited access to them, and that's not true. These people are still people. These people are still entitled to their privacy, entitled to their safety. Let's not forget that safety, because that's not safe if some random person you don't know knows where the fuck your kids go to school at and can call and get in touch with somebody who works at the schoolhouse. And another thing is, they know her by name and they know her by face because of me. Why? Because I sent them your picture. And before she starts screaming and crying, you don't have my permission to do that. You put your picture on a public profile on social media. Anybody with an internet connection can see your face. And I at least wanted them to put a face to a name, should push come to shove. Because if Taj sees my face, he knows who I am. He knows Carol on site. He knows my friend Ebony on site. He knows several of our other friends on site. Evangeline is not a friend. That is a foe. There's a word I don't get to use a lot. She's a foe. She's the enemy. And I just wanted to clear the air and get that clear before everybody starts thinking that I have changed my mind in all of this. And that is absolute bullshit. No, I have not. And I never will. Because I've spent too much time in my life defending myself for different reasons where nobody would listen to me or believe me or anything like that. And, I'm not going to let history be doomed to repeat itself again. Now, for me, I'm not 12 years old anymore, and I'm not sitting in somebody's principal office crying with a whole bunch of people lying on me. And guess what? We're not about to do this, not now, in the year of our Lord, 2025. We're not doing this shit now. Now, that I've gotten that off my chest, I'm going to go try to see if I can find something on DoorDash that I can even keep down. Because I had a bad day of dialysis today. And I'm just done. I'm done with this. And you know, like I said, she keeps crying about, you know, all this sort of stuff is happening, all this sort of things going on. Okay, she has the exact same access that I do. I haven't seen her come out and do a video rebutting what I'm saying at all. You know, I've seen her in group chats with TJ Jackson, group chats with Terrell Jackson. Not a fucking peep out of her. So why aren't you even trying to save face, save yourself, correct the story when you're in these spaces? You just sit there and look like a damn fool the whole time and don't say nothing. Because you have been through 2 in the studios with TJ Jackson, wanting to talk to TJ Jackson, and you don't even try. There's a chat with Terrell almost every week for free on YouTube. You ain't said shit to him. Not, hey, can you hear me? Can you help me? You know, I didn't do this. I'm pleading my case. Blah, blah. No, I see your ugly ass picture go right through in the chat. Evangeline Duros has entered the chat. Absolutely nothing. And like I said, I don't have to speak up because I've already said what the fuck I said. And I meant every word that I said. And I should not have to be at this point, this close to fucking Christmas, talking about this. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm just wondering, do I have to physically put Taj on camera and have him say, no, there's no hope of us ever running away together? Is that all it's going to take? Or will she say, oh, that's AI, or that's a deep fake, or that's this, or that's that? I don't care enough about you to invest my coins into that type of technology. Just to lie to you? Like, get the fuck out. Really? Seriously? But yeah, I'm not endorsing her. She does not have my support. If anything, she has my contempt. She has my contempt, my aggravation, my hatred, my disdain. Any other synonyms you can come up with that go with that line of speech. Yeah, I gotta go because I'm hungry. But as it stands, my story has not changed. I do not subscribe to her propaganda at all. I do not subscribe to her propaganda at all. That she's trying to push over that I am in her corner. Because I'm not. I'm not. I never have been and never will be. Bye. Everybody else but her, have a good night.